Thank you, my sisters. I got a very loud voice. I hope if I'm too loud, just pretend you're on a construction site. Again, my name is Theresa King, IBEW Journeyman Wireman at a local 915 Tampa, Florida. I want to first of all thank the many hands that went in to build this great event to where each one of us trade women can celebrate each other. I think we should give them a hand. I'd like to thank the Chicago Women in the Trades for such an amazing open house that they gave us Thursday. I would go amiss if I didn't recognize my IBEW sisters in the house. But a good shout out to every one of the other tradeswomen that are sitting here today. I respect you. I stand in solidarity with you, and I'm glad you are here as well. Now, I'd also like to bring to y'all that, I come from the South. It comes with its challenges all by itself. Each of you should know our union density in the South is nowhere near as strong as our neighboring states, such as New York and California and here in Illinois and Chicago, that we struggle. We struggle because we are a right-to-work state. What does right to work mean? Right to work for less. Anybody that's got their local politics coming up that has that coming on their agenda, you need to fight it, and you need to fight it with everything you got. I also want to tell you, though, that the successes that we do have in our southern states, and if anybody is here from the southeast, I'd like for you to stand up. Anybody from Florida, please stand up. All right, if you notice, there's not many of you, but we are going to take over, right? What do they say? The South shall rise again? Come on, women. Listen, there's so many amazing leaders in this room today that I'm actually very humbled that I got asked to speak to each of you. It is very humbling, but I tell you what, I couldn't think of any place else to be but in the room full of my sisters in the building trades, so thank you. Now, somebody would have told me 16 years ago that I'd be a skilled journeyman wireman, I'd have thought you lost your mind. But even a year ago, somebody would have told you that I would represent, in my state of Florida, every union craft there is. I'd have thought you was crazy. But you know what? I had a labor leader come up to me and ask me to step up. I told him, I said, well, out of all of the building trade activists you know in the state of Florida, you think I'm the right one to represent you? If y'all would know this labor leader, 6'4", he just leaned back, smiled. He said, trust me. So isn't that what the trades teach us? From the moment we start as apprentices until we move up to any position as elected officials or anything, that whatever's asked of you, they ask you to step up. What do, ladies? We step up. So I am honored to be able to stand here and step up. Now, in my society, my generation, especially in the South, I don't know how society tried to raise you, but in my generation, they gave the boys the toy trucks, taught them how to be industrious, guided them in the pathway of working with their hands. They gave us girls dolls and easy bake ovens and aprons. They told me that I had to be prim and proper, not to get dirty or grease under my fingernails. And that's okay. Them traits are fine. I am a lady, but I craved other challenges. What about us women who wanted to build? What about us women who wanted to create and face challenges that are normally given to a man? What about each and every single one of us wanted to have equal pay for equal 8-hour work? That's why we're here, sisters. We're here to build not only the labor movement and the union movement, but our own homes. So society will guide you in a path, not really meaning to, it's just the norm. But I tell you, sisters, we are supposed to be here to break what's normally the norm. And I give you, each of you, that challenge today. Now, since then, we are changing the way society sees us. We are changing the way our local officials see us. We are changing the way our local union sees us. We are effective stewards on the jobs. We are elected members of the recording secretary, executive boards. We're business managers, business agents, building trade managers. We're even president of building trades now. We are active in our communities, active in our politics. We are active members of our society. And we also look forward to the same conditions that are normally given to men. As it has been said earlier today, equal pay for an equal day's work, health coverage for our families. We also desire a retirement that we can all grow comfortably on. And we have every right to want them things. And it's the trade that gives us them. It's the trades that challenge us to be more than just another tool on our belt, but to step up, like I said, and be a part, right? We are effective lobbyists. I want y'all to know that Tallahassee, my state capital, knows there's a woman president up in the House, and they know that I'm there representing not only my union brothers and sisters, but I'm there to put a stop to the anti-union legislation that they're trying to push before us. If I can do that in Florida, we can all do that across the United States. Now, I got to be honest with you. When I was asked to run for this position, I didn't even know it was open. I mean, I knew there was a building trades president, but you know what? No matter what you're asked to do, somebody's watching you. They're paying attention to whether you were taking the task that is asked of you and doing it to the best of your ability, because they must have been watching me. And I told them they were crazy. Out of all the activists, they chose me. All right? But I got to tell you, the state executive board was going to have a problem with that, because I'd never been a business manager before. They did not think that I was up for the top job. They were going to test run me in a lobbying position. They were not going to give me the lead position to take care of the building trades. They even asked if I was presentable enough to represent them. All right? Is that sexist or what? All right? So, I called them out. I had a trusted labor leader stood by my side. I called out the naysayers. I told them that I was going to be an effective leader to not only build relationships with the politicians in our state, but to rebuild the building trades in the state of Florida. I let them know I had no intentions of sitting at home and painting my damn toenails, okay? I got elected unanimously by that executive board. After calling them out, I laid my tools down on a Thursday, and I went to work on that Monday morning to fight for every one of us. You know what, sisters in here, we stand in solidarity with each other. We stand in solidarity with people from other nations, with sisters from other backgrounds, other nationalities. We stand in solidarity because that's who we are. We are unity. We are a sister in the brotherhood. I take the term journeyman, wireman for what it means. It means it's not a gender role. You don't call me a journey person standing next to a man who's a journeyman and then want to look at me and classify me in the same level. All right? We are good at our trades. We are good with our tools. We are good at what we do, and we will make a change in our nation. Now, when I got elected, I went to my international IBEW Secretary-Treasurer. I had the opportunity to be before him, and I told him that the trades had opened up doors for me that I never thought would be open. I'd like to share with you ladies what he told me today. He told me we open up the doors for what we make of our training. That the only limitations we have are the ones that we set for ourselves. Well, brothers and sisters, today I say let's be limitless. Let's accept every challenge out there with a skill, attitude, and knowledge that's going to propel us into the future. Let's stand by each other, support each other, mentor our upcoming sisters, stand in solidarity with everybody. Let's wear purple for a sister who is dying in front of us today so that she knows that she is loved all the way across the board. Let's be women that build the nations, and let's rock this planet. Thank you.